So here is the latest news from the Department of Gloomy News and Hopeful Ingenuity, namely my garage. So you may recall that the amazing tabletop that I have spent months carving and painting, thanks to the extraordinary rain and humidity, started to curl up like a potato chip. So most woodwork shops, proper woodworking shops, have clamps, hundreds of them of all different shapes and sizes. I don't. So what I have done is taken 8 pieces of oak and drilled holes in them in pairs and essentially created these homemade clamps, which are running across the tabletop with this great piece of fabric there so that the clamps don't injure the tabletop and destroy the work that I've already done. And so every time I pass, I take my handy little spanner here, that's what we call in English a spanner, and I tighten it up each one a little bit more, because obviously I want to do this step by step so that I don't actually make the tabletop snap. So this is my ingenious way of trying to rescue what the climate change is doing to my project. So all of this at least has a chance of working. But there is one drawback. I chose oak because it is very stiff. And obviously I didn't want it to bend. Well, if you look at it, you'll see that the oak is in fact bending over the curved or cupped top of the tabletop, because it turns out that no matter how stiff and rigid oak is, Bubinga may be more stiff and more rigid, or simply that in a piece of wood this size, wood has extraordinary strength, and the dynamic forces in the wood can completely change and distort it. So let's have a look and see how far we have to go. Well, at the moment, if you can see, the gap between the tabletop and the homemade clamp is about ½ inch. I hope that at some point in the near future, I'm able to come back to this with my handy little video camera here and report to you that it is only 1/10 of an inch, or that it's completely flat and the tabletop is in usable and buyable condition. Until that time, if you happen to want an ornate, beautiful tabletop and you don't mind if, for example, oranges or bread rolls that you put on top of it just kind of roll off and fall into people's laps, I may have something to offer you.